All right. Let's see.
At least it's not as cold as on the moon.
Oh, you could craft in here. That's kind of cool. I guess we just look around while the train is moving. Enjoy the scenery.
We really had to build the railroad over a canyon, huh?
You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident.
Yeah, somehow accident always happens around Paimon and Traveler.
That mountain is breathtaking.
Oh, you can't jump in there. Okay.
Dragon spine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the
Oh, that's a
residents of the
cool
nearby
mountain.
town of
Is that
Snegovic
mountain? I don't know.
steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnegrad's just up ahead.
Wow, that was fast. All right, can we leave? Okay, we can open the door. Uh,
Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnegrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably leave Paimon out of breath.
It's built for maximum efficiency, but yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get Paimon checked out.
oh, that's right. We're
This
we're
way,
looking
there's
for
a lift
a
car that
doctor
goes
for
straight to
Paimon.
Zapoliarny.
All right, let me grab this.
Get yourself a coffee! Look! They have really funny-looking hats. And those ones are about the same height as Paimon. But it looks like they can't fly.
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder. We'd heard that Snezhnaya cafe. Paimon can really see it now.
Oh, going here.
To the left is the Market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolievsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
Oh wait, are these the flowers that I need to raise Odette with? I'll just grab them anyways.
Wow! Snezhnegrad is stunning! Seeing it with our own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier Restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive too?
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standards. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboards.
Yep, no way.
What are those? Does he mean bugs? I think he means bugs, right?
Maybe we can split the cost of the room between us? Paimon still has some savings left. Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake. Don't worry, you'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you
Yeah,
find yourself
Paimon's
in the
studying
mood
a
for
lot
some
better.
sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there too. And over there is the Snezhnegrad Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security. We're not looking for trouble right now.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
It's in the train.
No one practices alchemy in Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Oh, we'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient. Wait,
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in while I track down my doctor friend.
sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind. Paimon's starting to feel another headache coming on.
Podvorier Restaurant is right this way.
Alright. Wow, fancy.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously, the million more question is, what is this Aritza planning? Everything else leads back to that. Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alosha said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya.
Oh, hello there, Iris Loop. How are you doing today?
What we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word on the street type of info. Paimon can think of a few people who might be able to help us. But, right. And when we left Nocry, Sandrone specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
It's unlikely they tell
Just
us anything confidential about
enjoying
Aritza's
the
grand plan.
main story quests for Genshin.
Yeah,
Chill day
fair
today.
point. Besides, that Gloopov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'd be a waste not to go. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Sandrone? Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Sandrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already. Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too
Yeah,
bad we
that
missed him in
sounds good.
Nocry. Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha! Come in!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather.
Yep,
I see.
Paimon's under
So
the
you're
weather.
my patient today, yes? And you're Faye, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to
Oh,
say,
she's a
I
veterinarian
have a
too.
fairly eclectic range of expertise.
Yeah,
That'll be fine.
she wears
We're
many hats.
basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? More like you
Your
don't eat
appetite.
enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
That makes sense. Paimon just yaps too much.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good.
Yep,
Test results are
I have an
all within
unhealthy
normal
obsession
ranges.
with Gacha. That is true.
I don't think it's anything serious. More
I'm
than
planning to
likely,
pick up
it's just caught a
Silver
cold.
Palace whenever that
I
comes
can
out
give you
too.
some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms
And
don't
Azure
improve,
Promelia
please
whenever
contact
that
me
comes
again.
out.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Take care. You heard the doctor.
Which gachas do you
Best to rest
do you
up here
play,
for a
Luke?
couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, Go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I
That
could
sounds
do.
good, man.
See you around.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Traveler makes it sound like Child is really easy to find. You would think Child would be like with the Saritsa handling the monster as well. I'm trying not to get stuck into like a random cutscene that's not relevant to the story. Ooh, but I will take a screenshot here though. Lucky Mora and Famous. Alright, I'm gonna give it a like. Oh, okay, well, I'll touch that teleport later.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation letter is issued. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here.
Yeah,
Just
what
show
the
up
hell?
and land a meeting
Look
with
at the
Harvey.
detail on this guy's face. There's no details at all. It's like so
Have no
basic.
emotions for
What
prototypes.
happened to his nose?
Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be.
Oh, welcome back.
Wait a moment.
I think I'm
I'll
still
pass
like
on your message. If
in the
Child's not
early
available,
like
you'll have to
Act
go through the
1.
proper procedure.
Right now, Paimon just saw the doctor, and we're looking for Chow to get some information.
Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules.
Oh
It'll
my
make
god,
life
it's
easier for
Sandrone.
both of us. Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's her first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that she doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew, that was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Paimon? Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still
Yeah,
adjusting to the
I
climate.
play mostly
I'll
the
just tour
action
people.
RPG gacha
It's even
games,
colder here than in
like
Nodcraft.
at least the
Has she seen a
somewhat
doctor? I can
newer
reach her if
ones.
you need.
I don't play Honkai Impact
Alright
Third
then.
or
Do
Punishing
let me
Great
know if
Raven
you run into any
or
other
Ether Gazer.
problems.
Those are too old. Those were before my time.
Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself.
Wow, how nice of
Well,
you,
I felt our
Sandrone.
time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind.
Which gacha games do you play,
Unfortunately, I
Luke?
couldn't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class.
unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course.
What? Aren't you rich,
Because
Sandrone?
I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
Alright, let me grab this teleporter. Alright, let's go, Sandrone. Actually, maybe I could just teleport down here. Oh, this guy's not feeling so well. Well, I didn't see anything.
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste.
Yep, no
Okay.
problem.
Let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess?
Yep, picking fights again.
Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for
You
their
played
next
Genshin?
meeting.
Okay.
They'll be
Are you still
discussing
playing Genshin now,
another
or
extension to Project Stuja.
or did you
It's
stop playing
basically
Genshin?
all anyone cares about in the Vecha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good.
Currently
already
on
back
break?
then.
Okay.
But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded. That was his reaction too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face.
What's my favorite character in Genshin? Is probably
Capitano looked
Gurk.
down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other.
I enjoy
But he hoped
Skirt's
Lucia brought
design
Tartaglia along to
and also
Mongil
her like
back in the
dark
day. So to
backstory.
the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade. By the rest of us, I mean my Tea Party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the
What's your
Leela
favorite
situation
character?
happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential.
Oh, your favorite
Plus,
character
he
is Shao.
possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
it's
used to
one
play in
of
the
few
Japanese
things I agree those
voice
two have in common.
setting, so
But there's
I just
one
remember
other
him
reason
as
why
the voice
Capitano
actor
chose
of
Tartaglia to
Kirito.
assume command of his troops. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time.
a lot of
What's the
politics
point in
within
having
the
a tea party
Fatui
if you don't spill
or
oatmeal?
within the Harbingers.
Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of
Yeah.
the Snezhna
I mean,
Gazeta.
Kirito has the
All
same
the
voice
action
actor
is
as
said,
Shao
whether open or unspoken.
in
Goes out for all to
JP.
see in that one little room. Having a voice in a Vetcha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group.
Yeah, Kirito from
Antonone, for instance,
Sword Arts Online.
represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vetcha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to
I
manage.
said Skirk was my favorite
That's
character.
what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I like Skirk's design, and I really enjoyed her
I'm
dark
starting to see
backstory.
why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved. And the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me? Huh? Jealous?
Yeah,
As
she's
if.
really pretty.
Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Notcry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? You... fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me.
Yep,
Anyway,
gotta
just
be
ask for
straightforward.
my help next time, okay?
Not with any of these
Little
like
things like this are no
dumb
problem.
riddles and shit.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlolaidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue.
Oh, is this
and
where
engineering
Traveler
teams.
comes in? She comes in as like a mercenary.
Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon.
Yeah,
They
it's
can let her
Himiko
know
from
that you need to
Honkai
step
Star
out for a
Rail.
while.
I like
Given
Himiko
how
as well.
urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between yours, then let's go. You, take 2 people to Podvorier restaurant.
I think
Find her room and watch
it's
the
because
rest
I
of
like
the
her
function.
design too, and I
If
just like that
anything
she's
happens to
a
Paimon,
coffee addict.
you'll be
I used to
answering.
be,
Yes, Lady Marionette.
I guess I used to consume a lot of coffee, but lately I've been lowering down my like intake by a lot. Teleport there. But I don't play Star Rail anymore.
They weren't exactly
Unfortunately,
people. This is real
not really.
business.
Unfortunately,
It's a good thing only one of them broke.
I think
From what I've been
it's
told, most
because of
the
like a
trash
meta
miners
reason,
are over in that direction.
and because I just spent too much
Yeah,
money on
you do
Star
that
Rail.
while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go.
But I think it's
Meet
still
me down here
a
as soon as you're done.
still a good game, just not for me anymore. I like playing more action RPG type games. where I guess I have more control of my character and like the results of endgame and stuff. Oh wait, am I stuck in an awkward cutscene? I feel like this is not relevant to the story. He wants us to do this design. Alright, I'll probably just do it later. I wanna kind of chill with my story. Wait, let's see. It's supposed to go down. Okay.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further.
Oh, is it Odette?
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnograd. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
Odette's also really
There
pretty.
are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts. Careful. Something's moving.
Did we always have electric traveler? I don't remember.
Take this! This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
Oh no, wait, we did have. Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. Immune.
Together.
Oh, hello, Epic Legends. Yeah, I used to consume a lot of coffee, but I don't anymore. I think I don't know why not.
Crystalline Adagio. Potted death.
You have a cup of coffee on your table right now. Do you enjoy black coffee, or do you like to put like a little cream in there? Okay, let's see. Go down here.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems
Like
very
cream one?
agitated. It could attack at any
Sometimes
moment.
I
Let's
drink
make
the
it look
Vietnamese
smooth.
coffee, which is like extremely bitter.
Let's begin.
Oh wait, where is this guy?
Witness the snow swan's grace. Take this!
Depends, yeah.
Shadow me. Lightning slash!
Yeah, I think it depends on the day too. Sometimes I
Thank
like
you
it
for
with
saving us.
cream.
We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Sometimes
Thank you.
I like it
Thank you.
like the me style.
You're welcome.
Other times I just
You
like
should be
black
safe
coffee.
now. Follow this route out. She
I used to have a girlfriend that
Let's go. This way.
she was extremely into Starbucks. So every day we would be getting like Starbucks, and that was not really good for me because Starbucks is like,
search the area.
I guess
Pretty
like
sure the monster made a
latte and
tactical
stuff
retreat.
are really heavy.
Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. It's lucky we got here when we
But
did.
I don't drink Starbucks
The
anymore.
trapped
They're
miners have
too
been
like
successfully
expensive now.
evacuated. Time for us to leave.
I think like Starbucks
Wait.
coffee is like what, $6 or $7
There's
a cup,
something
which is like
unusual about it.
very expensive when I could just make it at home. Oh. New element?
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family.
Well, now you have a new shiny sword.
This way. Run!
Oh, nice. Very elegant. Wow.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Luke. It's the Exiphanus' blade. You obtain the special weapon Exiphanus' blade deep within a cave. Its origin remains a mystery, and further details may only be uncovered through further adventures. Okay. Your iris? Okay. Oh. Then what's Oh, Iris Luke is your full name. Okay. Is there a reason why you capitalized the I, L, and E?
Nothing.
Oh, I should probably level this up. Oh, that's right. This is a pretty good weapon for the traveler. Nope, no reason. Just because it looks good. Oh, I can't enhance it yet. I'll just leave it as is for now.
This is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic. First, hold out both your hands. We'll start with the 10 fingers.
I'm surprised, like, you're comfortable with just like, I guess like using your legal. I'm guessing it's your legal name online. I'd be a little bit like wary about like putting out any personal information of mine online, just because I don't know. Some people are weird and just look up your information.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. Alright then.
Unless like
You
Iris
around?
Luke is just a an alias as well. It's not, and it's not your full
Oh,
name,
Lady
or like not your
Marionette.
real name or government
I
name.
hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here
Yeah.
for a performance?
Because I've had some friends
No,
where
a TUI mission.
where
Happened
they've
to be nearby
gone
when her
kind of like
crashed.
stalked online.
She hasn't
But I guess like
introduced
they're all
herself,
like
then.
women as well, so
Odette is the
it's
prima
just like
ballerina of
kind of like
Snezhnograd.
creepy
She's
dudes
quite
online.
the celebrity.
But nowadays they use like an
You'll
alias.
ever hear people mention the two
Oh, hello there,
cosmic
Pistol
ghouls of
Pup.
Krylevsky troupe. They're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Is the Fair
She
Lady
learned all of her
Rosalind's
complex
title?
From Rosaline herself.
Oh yeah.
Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me.
Ooh.
Never mind. There's no need to bring it up.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment.
I've been good.
Took me a
How about
little
you,
longer
Pistol
without
Pup?
Polonia's help.
I'm
But
surprised
the outcome is
you're
the
up
same,
like
of
at
course.
1 a.m. your
Even if
time.
the heavy snowfall summoned by that
I thought it'd
monster
be
lasts for another 3 months
time to
straight,
catch some
this
sleeps for
equipment
you.
won't give way.
You don't have work
Alright,
tomorrow?
now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction.
No sleep for you.
First, Pantalone
Why not?
needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes. Nothing we can
What
do
do you mean,
about
like,
it. There's a
I
whole
don't
stack
have
of
what?
incident
I'm not
reports like this back
really
at the
sure what's your
office.
question about, Iris.
The
You do
supply
have
is
work?
used a little for now, but
Same.
there's
But then
nothing
I
change with that
I applied for
monster
PTO this Thursday and Friday because my PTO hours are about to cap. And unfortunately we don't have I guess we don't have a cash out play or cash out on
Let's see
PTO
here.
hours.
Let's get back to Snezhnograd.
So I gotta use my PTO hours. It's basically like, you know,
Sword.
use it or lose it.
I found it in a cave.
Oh no, I have
Smells
work.
pretty nicely.
I technically have to get up for work like in about like 7 hours. But the weird thing with my like I guess like my internal sleeping timer or whatever, I only need like 4 hours of sleep to function normally. And like whenever I sleep, I usually wake up within 4 hours. Like even if I like sleep around like, so right now it's midnight for me. If I sleep around midnight, right, I'll still wake up like at 4 a.m.
Isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr.
Oh, I haven't
Bigshot.
seen this guy in so long.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real big shots put me through. Hey,
Maybe
Cobra,
one day he'll
it's
have an
been too
updated
long.
model.
I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while.
Yeah, I
Didn't
messed
see
up my
you, Odette.
or
I'm guessing you guys just
I
got
did
back
mess
from
up my
Sviatlo
sleeping
like
schedule
usual. How'd it go?
this weekend,
Prices
but
sorted?
I was able to fix it. 5 to 6, I think 5 to 6 hours is pretty good. I think it's recommended
Any new developments?
Not
and
really.
for 8 hours,
Same
but I
as
think
ever.
5 to 6 is
Growing
also
opposition
pretty
to
good
Project
amount.
Stuja, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire.
But yeah, I did
Pulcinella was
mess up
fuming.
my sleeping
I've
schedule
never seen the old
this
man so
weekend,
angry.
kind of.
That's
My
not
friends
good news.
they decided
Takes
to want to
a
go
lot to
for a
rein
hike
them.
last minute
Yeah.
in the
Obviously,
evening,
if
so
push comes
we
to
hiked
shove, there are ways to crack down on
till like
dissent.
8 or 9
Right.
p.m. Then I had dinner.
Sorry,
Then when I got home, took a shower and I knocked out. And I woke up like around like 2 a.m.
Of course, fire away.
It sounds to to me like
And then
everyone was tearing their hair out trying
I
to
messed up
figure
my
out how
sleeping
to
schedule a
heal
little bit,
composition
but
of Project
I was able
Studio.
to like fix it a little.
What exactly is this project's purpose?
So it's okay now.
And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Hmm?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Alright, well, hold on. I missed it.
Refuse to stand.
Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. You gone to work with 1 hour sleep before? That's actually no, that's not crazy. I've done that before too.
Oh my gosh. How does she dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
I
Interrogating us now?
It's okay,
so
Sandra.
back in college, right?
I think
I used
understand where she's
to,
coming from. If I could,
I guess
take your side
I
right now.
work, I went to school, and I also like
Position's very similar
kind
to
of
yours.
party or like
I've only held back
went
from
out to do
casting
night
my second vote
activities,
in the Vetcha because the
and then
Tsaritsa
I would
never get away with it.
I would go to work
I have a
uh
responsibility to the
from
Fatui
morning
armed
to
forces,
the like
so I do what I
afternoon,
can to make
then
their
go to
voices
my
heard.
classes,
Most
and then
people
after my
just drag their
classes I would
folks
go
from small
to
towns far from the battlefield.
parties
I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of
or
places are struggling right now.
play badminton like from midnight to
For
like
what it's
6
worth,
a.m.
I'm
and I have
no
to be at
wrestler
work
myself. Things aren't
by
going
like
so swell
8
there either.
a.m. So I'll get like an hour or two worth of or sleep, but I did that so many times that my body kind of broke down, and during work I fainted. And then by that at that time, like after I
The
fainted at
Tsaritsa
work,
wants to
I was
create
like,
a
all right,
more
I'm not
safer
gonna
future for the people of
do that ever
Snezhnaya,
again.
but she's thinking long term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuja seems to be
Yeah,
causing all
I mean,
sorts of issues for
I think like
everyone.
back
But
then I
considering the
thought I could
Tsaritsa's
do it
vision for the
because I
future,
was young
these are
and
sacrifices worth making.
naive.
Sounds cold, I know.
Because like
But I
in
think
college,
it's
right?
not as black and
Whenever you
white
go
as
to
it seems.
college,
Maybe
um,
Sandrone and I can't oppose Project
so there's
Stuja
three things.
outright,
There's like
but we're
school,
constantly raising our concerns in Vetcha meetings.
I think like
And even though we
either
can't find an end
school,
to it,
work,
there are
or
plenty of
social
other
life,
ways to make a
and you
difference.
have
We're
to
trying everything we
choose
can think of.
two out of those
So it's
three,
good to
and you
know.
can't do all
I
three.
respect Her Majesty the Tsaritsa and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who
And then
pays
I was
attention
being
on my
greedy, and
own.
I try to balance
I
all
felt that
three
we all live here.
all
There's no
three
way I would
categories.
ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vetcha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look.
Yep, can't
But
do them
that
all.
is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best to make it work.
Oh, so they're just I guess
The moment she heard that people were in danger.
tolerating whatever it's going on right now.
Who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
I want to read this again, make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, I don't. And now since I'm old, I have work. I just work most of the time and play games. Social life, like here and there. Like most of my friends are introverted, so we go out once in a while. But lately they've been been, been being a little bit more active. I think it's because one of my friends he got a girlfriend, and then she's pretty extroverted and is trying to get him like to go out more and to like I guess like exercise more. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm caught up.
Hey, come on. There's only
Never
so
like
much
going
we
out,
can say,
honestly.
so don't press us too hard. Look,
I mean,
I know how untenable
same. I
Tsaritsa's
kind of
position
prefer
looks
to
if you don't understand her
stay
motives.
home and just
Maybe you've
chill
heard of
and
her.
play games. But
She's currently leading
going
an
out
army
once
of
in a while
Vietnamese
just to
police
catch up with
to
friends
defeat the
is it's
monster
not
that's been
bad.
causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a
But
significant
that
step
hike
deeper into
kind of
the
destroyed me.
crisis.
It made me realize
As laser
how
focused as she is on
like out of
realizing
shape
her
I am.
lifelong ambitions,
I used to be
she's
like
still putting time and energy into
in
taking
pretty good
down this
shape,
powerful
but I've
monster.
been
To me, that says a lot.
avoiding like
If
the
she thought
gym or
Snezhnaya
like
and its
just
people didn't
being
matter in
very
the grand
active.
scheme of things, why would Thanks. I meant every
I
word
think
I
it's like
said there.
as I grew
I
older,
wasn't
I
just
just
trying to placate you. I've already done
kind
more
of
than
like
enough
stopped
diplomacy
going
for
to the
one
gym,
day.
I still think this
or
adventurer
I
raises
guess
a
like
very important
start
point. Our two harbingers
I guess
made
went
their
to
positions
start going to
very
the gym
clear.
like less often.
But there are many others
No,
in
I
the
don't go
legend
to the
who
gym
must feel
anymore.
trapped and forced to vote
I
against
should
their
though, but
conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say
no,
that.
I used to have
I highly doubt
I
we
used to
need
have
to
like a
explain ourselves so much
6
that we
packs, but
do
now I
need to
have
say no.
a flat pack.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask
Uh,
about your background? How is it that you can converse so
I think
openly with
it's
two
because when I
harbingers?
started working, I would come home and then
Did you go
I'd be like
properly
really
into it?
tired mentally, where I just stopped going to the gym.
Easier
Or
said than
actually,
done.
no,
I
that
like
and
to think
also
I'm not the
like
kind of person who goes around
my
busting
friends and
open
I
with
we
cold
we
wounds.
decided we got into
I've
like
only
a
learned
couple of
her name so
MMOs,
far, and no details of her
and we usually play
experiences.
MMOs together,
Is
and I just
something
stopped
wrong?
going to the gym.
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just. All right. I guess there's no.
All right, hold on. Okay.
This is the world-renowned traveler who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt.
Uh-oh. I
Clean up
wonder.
after the mess I made in Liyue.
So I think like
Even though
Odette's
it's
supposed to be
impossible to
Rosaline's like
There was a duel before the
like
throne in which the traveler defeated
Rosaline's like stepdaughter or something, or like
Oh,
I'm sorry.
adopted daughter.
I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so
And
I
then
figured it wasn't worth
and then so
bringing it up.
Traveler is kind of like
it's fine. It was
indirectly
It's fine.
a cause of like her,
Sorry.
I guess,
Just
adopted
remembered we have
mother's
a rehearsal
death.
coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
Oh yeah, I am multi-streaming from YouTube and Twitch and Kick, but usually no one's at Kick. You only pause weight
I
training
mentioned
because
it
of
to you before,
wrist
remember?
problems.
She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. We
That
didn't
sucks.
always get along. Not that
I
Rosaline
don't
was
think I
the
have
easiest
any
person to make friends,
like
but
chronic pains or
death
anything,
has a way of
but I
resolving
don't
a
know.
lot of conflict.
Maybe my
Just
old
let it go.
body's
Like she
kind of
said, it was a
maybe
long
breaking
time ago.
down.
It's in the past now. Odette has a
But I
very
used to
different
love playing
personality
like
from
sports like
Rosaline's.
badminton,
Give her some
tennis,
time. I'm sure she'll work
track
through
and
it.
field.
Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
Oh, Paimon is sick.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after
Get
her
back
while
in
we were
there.
gone.
Oh, right.
Maybe,
Sorry
I don't
about
know.
that.
I'll have to like,
Thing.
if I ever
Reminds me
do
of
want
when
to
Sonia was little.
what's
She
it called,
weirdly
get back
felt
into
cold back then.
badminton,
Used to get
I'll probably
ill
have
all
to
the
get back
time.
my rackets
I
from
felt so
my
bad for her
from my
seeing her
half
lying
brothers.
dead,
I like
coughing.
so many rackets. I was really
She
into
was so mature
badminton,
for her
but
age, though.
since I
Whenever
haven't
someone
played it
came to
for a
visit her,
while,
she'd greet them with a
I
smile
kind of
and
just
would
lent
never
my
forget.
rackets to my
I'm
to my
sure
younger
Paimon
half
was a good
brothers
kid, too.
because they were playing
You're
in
not
high
short on
school.
manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable.
Use too much strength and
We'll make
displace
sure
your
Paimon
muscles.
can recover in peace.
Are you
Now
okay now,
that
or is it like
your people are more qualified.
or is it something like more permanent? Oh, hello, Iris. You went to YouTube.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
Let's see. I want to see him up close.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time.
Oh, we're looking
Well,
for the
I guess I'd
jester.
better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch up on at Glupov anyway.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
Oh, that's fine. I'm okay with emotes. I don't really mind.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do, and things I ought to do. To start with,
So
I
I'll
should
reset
go
it
ask
them all
Alosha if
for
he
now.
knows of any
Okay.
way to help Sviatloledovka.
Let's see the quest. Oh, I couldn't read that. Oh, it's too fast. Alright. Quest location occupied by other guests. I'm gonna go focus mode then. You don't have any what? Oh, emotes? No, I don't have any emotes. My channel's not partnered or anything. So there's no like custom emotes.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
I think it's because
Vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer
no,
to
I'm
the
not
Statue of
affiliate
the
yet.
Seven. Does this sword have some connection to the statue?
I think the only thing I'm missing to become a affiliate is
Even
I need
when I
like
touch it,
3 or
it feels
4
like this sword from was
chatters at
definitely out of the
one
ordinary.
time within a stream or something for like a couple days. I don't remember what's the requirement. I didn't really look too into it. Sub option? Is this showing the sub option? I don't know. I don't think I should have the sub option, but let's see. Statue's Blessing. Use the power of the cryo on the Statue of Seven. Gotcha. Okay.
It worked. There really is something special about this sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not an affiliate yet, which I'm not really, rushing. I kind of stream just as a hobby. When I get there, I'll get there,
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful.
Happened enough times for you to be able to reset them now myself. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm glad you're getting better. Okay, let's see. How far is it? Okay, 197. Not too far. But maybe one day I'll start hitting the gym again or start playing badminton again. I don't know. I'm not sure if I think I still have contacts with my badminton friends, but it's been so long.
Ah, sure thing. Give me a second. I'll go fetch them for you.
But I feel like our skill level will just be a big difference because they're still like actively playing badminton to this day.
It's a familiar story. I've had
So then
several
if I do like get back
experiences.
into badminton,
Although
I'll be
Smeds
like
and
really
practices
rusty.
deliberately delay or withhold relief. Those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief? Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresnik Crystal from Stratomeros will start flowing into the... When we resolve Stratomeros'
You'll
energy
root for me.
issue, it's like
Thank
we
you,
opened the
Pistolfa.
floodgates. A huge backlog of Crystal is now available to the townspeople. There's no way they can use it up at once. A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Probably a good idea, since energy... Exactly. At the current prices, selling Crystal is an easy way for an ordinary person to make a fortune. Hey boss, how much do I have left in my account?
1 second, let me check. So, you're planning on buying the Crystal out of your own pocket?
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own
I'll probably
mission
have to like
expenses to worry
practice
about.
my
See what you can
well,
find at
it's
the
not
market.
stretching, but it's like
I
kind of
doubt
like,
there'll be much Crystal left.
is it called my form?
Yeah, well, can't hurt to take a look.
Like rotation, stuff like that. And I don't know if I could even
Let's see.
have the stamina to play badminton before anymore. I used to love playing oh Odette's here. I used to like playing like singles. And singles you need kind of like a lot of stamina.
Hello?
I didn't realize you two knew each other. Yeah,
Yeah, I
take
mean,
up
it's
some odd
not too
jobs
late.
in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big
I
stars.
think I'm like
so
35.
I've met her a few times. When the weather's as bad
Should
as
be
this,
35, yeah.
it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra.
I try to stream daily, but sometimes I take days off, depending on if I'm busy or not. Sometimes I have to take work at home and prepare like reports and stuff, or prepare for meetings.
So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Svietlolaidovka. It bothered me so much, I couldn't focus on my dancing. So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do.
We used to have like a walking treadmill
I suppose that's
here,
why you're
but
here.
my sister, she went to like a grad school out in, I think it's in Arizona. I don't remember where, but it's some kind of medical school, and she took it with her.
Without knowing the full picture,
And then I just haven't really
and at some
decided to buy a
point,
new one
if
or
things
another
aren't
one.
making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Roadcott are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activities.
Right.
I guess I should
Things can get
start
out of hand, and it's
swimming
hard to hold
because
the right people accountable
my
when they do.
backyard we have a
I've heard about
pool,
few cases
but
like that.
Sandrone said it
the
was
funny
a
thing is
very
no one
vital
swims in the pool, but we
So,
we
we should be able to find out what
pay
private
for like a
station
pool
is
boy
really
to
about.
come every week to clean up the pool or clean the
Still,
pool.
it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story. What's on your mind?
Based off for
I think we can
nothing.
both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision.
Oh, no hard feelings. Nice.
So, what's your plan?
Oh yeah, I watched the
We were
Old
gonna buy
Country
some
Bumpkins to Master
I've heard
Swordsman.
there's some on the
It's
market
one of the
right now.
animes I'm currently watching right now. I'm
Funny,
caught up with it.
I had the
Pretty
same
good.
idea. In that case,
I
let me
just,
pay.
I don't know.
Claim it back as
I
soon
just
as
hope
spent.
that it seems like
The
they're
real
at
issue
least
here is that government relief is behind
his
schedule.
parents and everyone is
Surely it makes more sense for the
trying
state to cover these
to
costs than for us to pay out of
push
our own
him to get like a
pockets.
wife,
True.
and I hope his
It's a
wife
huge
is not
expense after all.
one of his students. Because I feel like his, I mean, I guess as long as they're all adults, but I think it's just like a me issue where I think it's
I'll
a
take it
little
all,
bit
please.
weird
And I'll email you a receipt.
if a teacher
Right.
marries their
Choose
student.
mission budget under the expense category.
I don't know if it's
But be
just
sure to specify
me or not.
emergency rescue.
But I think I get like
Otherwise,
the
the
reference.
normal reimbursement limit
You know,
will
he's
apply.
old, but he still has room
With this
for,
train,
you know, improvement. It's not too late.
Regulations say that if we need to transport Crescent Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure. That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
He needs a wife.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette.
I'd be interested if
Seems
he
as
had
good an
like a
officer as you are a dancer.
somewhat of a love
Flatter
interest.
me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
That's the norm. Teacher marries. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I don't know. I think like if they're both consenting adults, I think I would. My brain thinks that it should be fine, but my I guess like my emotional side feels a little bit like
Anyway,
awkward.
I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
Her travel buddy hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
You need a
Sounds
good
like
ending.
She's important to you.
I think that it's based off of the novel, right? How far is the novel?
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some.
No, I don't think Barrow is 38. I think Barrow is.
Plus, I know a little bit about.
Is Barrow 38? I feel like Barrow is older than 38. I think, isn't he in his like 40s or something?
All right then, let's go.
All his students are like mid 20s.
I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
You don't think so? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had a assumption that he was older than like. For some reason, I thought he was like in his 40s or like mid 40s. But I think there's like, I guess, probably like nuances with like teacher-student relationship. Like, if you're teaching someone that's underage and they, you know, you get in a relationship after you both are like, you know, consenting adults, I still feel a little bit awkward. But if you're teaching someone that's already an adult, then I feel like that's less awkward. Yeah, see, I thought he was like in his 40s. I don't know, but yeah, there's nuances to everything.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
That's her
What
room.
happened?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler? Could I take a quick look at your Adventurer Handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
That's a thick book that she just carries around everywhere.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let
Paimon just
anything go
turned into a
wrong.
VIP.
Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Please, head inside.
Damn, Odette is so pretty. What the hell? Like, she's so sparkly.
Traveler! Alosha, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. That doctor was right. It's just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
All keen observations. You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic. Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip.
All right, so I looked at the new Paimon's voice actor to see who she voice acted as. So she voice acted Lisbel from Do It Night Abyss, Fabian Lagopus Vulpus from Metaphor Refantasio, and who else? Oh, she was Hera from Ether Gazer, and then for Arknights, she's Malantha, Pudding, Kazemaru. Do any of these characters ring a bell for you? Looks, and then I don't know what are these other games. Oh, she's Gorilla or Gila from Triangle Strategy.
The Rokad, huh? Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can
But
introduce
yeah, I'm
you
like
to.
watching a couple of
Good luck.
animes this
Meet the
season.
Korylievsky
I
troops
think there's a
tomorrow,
good like
and I'll tell you
variety.
how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
I'll have Traveler whip you up a drink.
Mom will have... maybe some hot milk?
Oh, she gonna mooch off of Odette?
Warm. Enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today. It'll be kind of like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
Okay, rest till 8 o'clock. Like right here. Okay, go to theaters. Where's the theaters? Okay. Maybe I'll just walk there. Oh shoot! I wish I hope I have enough stamina. No, I
At
do.
least it's
Okay.
not as cold as on the moon.
How do we get that? Can we climb on top of this thing? I guess not.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokot. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before. Pleasure. Here, this is the way in.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Oh, is that the... No, that's not the market guy.
Is that guy with the fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
What's up? Everything okay? Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight. Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's
Valerie?
Valeri.
Oh,
He's part of
Valeri.
the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya. Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work. But that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start. What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh? Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though. Here we are, just in time.
Yeah,
Sorry,
those are some
going
like
through.
generous seatings. That guy looks all mad.
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
What's his problem? Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
I'm gonna pull for her too. I'm not much of
This leads
an
directly
opera
to the
guy,
green room.
so
They're expecting us.
it's
I wonder if
whatever's
there's
for
one
me.
waiting for us there.
Coffee is finished. What time is it over there, Iris? Wherever you're from. Where do I go? Higher, it says. Do I go here? Oh, we're here.
Hey there. Excuse me.
Can you believe it? I am so mad right now. Come in.
Oh, it's you two.
That's so late for coffee.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before
Are
I
you
went
planning
about
to
the moody
stay up
factory
late?
owner. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
it so
that sounds
clearly.
really messed up.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought her here to see the show. And when it finished, she was full of praise for Vodyanitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you, and so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door. Confidentiality, of course. The Rokad is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here!
Relax, I've taken care of it. Look at this.
What are we looking at?
The president's reply sent this morning. Wait, so she's been approved to join?
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokad. Unfortunately, Rokad intel is only available to members. But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your moves.
I'm gonna
Everything
pass
about
on
you
that,
is
but thanks for the
perfectly
offer,
aligned with
Iris.
what we're trying to achieve in the Rokad. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the president explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokad is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy. Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without
I don't
constraints,
know.
so long as the outcome of any activity
I'll be
doesn't
honest.
violate the
When it comes to
organization's
feedback, I'm
principles.
After all,
I'm
we
pretty
don't have
bad
any
at giving
respectful
feedback if it's
confidence with each
something
other.
I'm not too
This way,
interested in,
if anything goes
and
wrong,
then
no
I
one
feel like
knows
it's
what
not
you
going to be
intended.
genuine.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate,
I'll probably
it's
be
also
like,
your choice whether
oh,
to act at all.
it
We have
looks
plenty of members
good.
who have yet to take any action. In short,
Especially like
joining
if
the
you're
Rokad
working on
means
something
you
like
can
art
safely
related,
focus any
then I
restrictions on
just
your
definitely don't
activities in
have
Snezhnaya.
an eye for
There's a
art.
code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to
So I don't
commit
want to
crimes,
give you like
you'll
a
be fine.
like a
Tried reading it
general
5 or
like
6 times. Never made it all the way
non-genuine
through.
feedback, you know.
Even the most
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form. Be right back.
I mean, it's not about like me being brutal. It's like somewhat like if I'm not really interested in something, I usually tell them like, nah, I'm not really, interested.
His name's Tagarin, and this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Dagarin took quite a
And then
liking
like
to me, so
my
I played
feedback
with
would
him
just
for
be
a
like,
little bit and fed him some treats.
oh, okay, it looks
Then,
fine.
the
And
robot
that's
was
pretty
out on
much
a
it.
mission one
So
day,
it's like
and even though
I
he
don't
was
really
in
look,
disguise,
I guess,
Dagarin
like
recognized
super
me right
analyze
away.
it.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher ups, though, to avoid
Unless it's
dealing
like
with
something
fallout. Like
I'm interested in, or like
theater, for instance.
or if it's like work
Whenever you
related,
need it to
because you
make ends
know
meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in?
you're working a cute
everything
live
go okay
2D.
with
Oh
Chugunov?
yeah, those are. I definitely
Everything did not go
don't
okay.
really
That's why I was so
care
mad.
about live 2D
I tried to make some
or
small
like
talk with him before I
VTuber
went on
or
stage to
anything
push more
like that.
intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the
But I do have like some
no
friends that
matter what
are
I said, he kept
really
dodging
into
my
like VTuber
questions.
stuff, like
And then he
like
started complaining.
Pecora,
He said he didn't appreciate
Gura,
the second-rate
those
seat in the
types.
stalls because
And
he
I have a
mentioned that
friend,
the
or
product
actually
sucks.
my ex girlfriend right
Anyway,
now.
what did he
She's a
say?
VTuber at the
Everyone knows
moment,
that if you want
and
to
she's
talk,
pretty. I think
you
she's
won't
pretty
get
popular
involved in things. But
in
instead,
Taiwan.
he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chugunov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chugunov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he
Oh,
didn't make a great first impression on you either.
yeah, that guy seems like a
To the
grouch.
citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special
No,
treatment.
I have like
Take the ticket situation, for instance.
like
I've
normie
actually gotten him a
friends, and then I
plaque
have
once in the
my
past. But not
well,
only was he
actually, I
not
guess like
very
my normie
grateful,
friends are
now
still like
he's acting
my
like I sold
close
him short this
gamer
time.
friends. I've known them for like
Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets.
almost 15 years actually. We met at like an MMO
If he's
when
such
we
a
were
good
in college,
family man,
and we decided
why
to
doesn't
meet
he
up,
bring his
and
wife and daughter to
we
see
stayed
the
in
show
touch
once in a while? I've
after
never
that.
seen them here, not even
And
once.
coincidentally, we all live
Calm
in
down, Arkanitsa.
around the
You
same
didn't
area
make it
too,
easy,
so
you'll
that
have
was
to
like
try the hard way.
a weird
But
like
first things first.
coincidence. And it's like a
Exactly.
pretty
Go ahead and fill
a
it out.
big group. I'd say like there's like 8 to 10 of us, and then I still keep in contact with some of my college friends, and then like I think like 1 or 2 of my like high school friends. See, my name is what the heck? Alright, I want Jenny Littlebell. My race is Emo Chan. My code name is Test Mimic. Reason for application? Maybe okay. I'm just gonna give troll answers. No, I don't really uh stream. I guess like do IRL streams. Again, like my friends and I were pretty introverted, and they probably don't want to what's it called want to be like on camera or anything.
Now that we're officially Rokot comrades, I can tell you, Chukanov is the target of our current operation. Recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit.
Oh, and almost.
All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
I don't know.
That way, the Kresny Crystal
It's probably
can
not
operate where it's needed most.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats.
No,
But
it's
he's
I mean
too
she's
good
not my
at it.
girlfriend anymore. She's
We'll
like
have to find another
she's
way.
my ex-girlfriend, but
Meet another regular theater goer tonight.
we still keep in contact with each
Well,
other.
Valeria's
But
here
I don't.
too, and he's probably looking for Mitya.
She streams in the
Show.
what's it called?
Don't you worry. He must must know how
She
to
speaks
value
what's called
showing
Mandarin,
up on time for every performance.
or her viewer base are
And
mostly
she's
like
now an energy expert.
Chinese viewer base,
Although we can't
so
get
it just
any
doesn't
direct
really
evidence of the excessive
match. And
energy
then like most of
consumption
her
the
viewer
planet,
base understands Mandarin,
we
and I
can
don't
accidentally
speak Mandarin
give the
very well at
information
all.
slip to him. The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation. Yeah, so that's the
And I like
only thing
streaming
I can figure out, though I think we're
like
far less likely
gacha
to make any
games, and
progress
gacha
on
games
that
is
front.
kind of like hard to
I hear that
stream with
Mongil
other
is a bit of a
people,
chatterbox.
because
So,
usually a lot of
who knows?
gacha games are just
Maybe if we catch him in the right mood,
one player
he'll
game.
let something slip.
What do you think?
Oh, thank you.
Sound like
Thank you,
something
Iris.
worth your time?
Okay.
You don't really have to, but
Go find a
I
seat
appreciate
somewhere
it.
nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information. He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Her room's a mess.
Everything.
Holy moly. Alright, let's see. You gotta go to the restaurant. Oh, ballerinas. Are those actually ballerina shoes? Maybe, I guess so. Alright, sounds good, Iris. Have a nice day, and, thank you for stopping by. Sure. Yeah, I'm not really on, like, X for, very often. Like, I go there, like, maybe once, like, every week or so. But, yeah, I'll give you a follow back.
Goes.
Who's that?
Mr. Metia,
Alright,
over
take
here,
care.
Over here!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned. Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't
Oh,
grab
what's
this
that
chance
with
while
that
it's here,
hand?
who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, It's very kind of you to make time just for me.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya is full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
Oh, yeah. The piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River? Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig
like,
down into
he's
it,
saying like it's an
there's a certain
acquired
level where
taste.
you're surprised by the emergence of hope.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with a composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, well then, let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh, but,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Uh-oh.
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research. So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Rip.
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry, I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
She's pissed.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right? Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't
No,
bother
it
me.
definitely bothers her.
A lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad, though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh, yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time
Dude,
they're walking out the
she's
door,
talking
they're
about
still
him,
out the show.
and he just doesn't get it.
What's wrong? You look furious.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor, but he always demands the same privileges as actual investors. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah.
He's
he couldn't care less
Two-Face.
about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he even wants to get his greedy hands on them just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too?
What? So it's really true?
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster a Fae himself? I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm, and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnet crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for...
Oh, he caught on.
Okay, I got it.
Oh,
Stop choking me.
no, it's his scarf thingy.
Sorry, I can't talk about that. I think we're all just exhausted.
Oh, it's not even the scarf. It's like, I don't know what that is.
So little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy. Yeah, censored by a scarf.
Oh, it is a scarf.
Thought.
Okay.
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to
I thought
leave.
scarves are usually like around the neck.
So sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
Sorry, routine inspection.
Are they trying to look for Mitya?
Let's go.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me, check please.
We'll settle our check too, then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving.
Oh, both tables? So he knew.
He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his
Oh,
tea
he
break with
did.
his
Okay.
Arknights and her
So he did
friends.
knew.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd overhear it? Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess that's the next thing to look into. Vodianitsa and Alosha have both left. Time to head back and call it a day.
Oh, where am I supposed to go? Higher?
You're back! Here pretty early today. Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned. Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem. It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Oh, so his Paimon is linked?
What is it? You're making that face again.
Show her your sword. Make your new sword. Maybe it's linked to Paimon too.
So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell? Well, Mitya denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory. And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's. It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace. Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The Rokat only has a limited good amount of intel. Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stuja every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might...
Alright, I need to check what Rokot means again. The Rokot, there you go. Okay, yeah. They're the organization against like Project Stuza, right? Or something like, or
Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Potpourri restaurant. This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you.
oh dude, that looks so good.
Try it once you finish writing your
That looks
letter.
like Chinese toast, which I'm a big fan of. Alright, let's see. 8 o'clock. Alright, while it's doing that, I'm gonna grab something to drink. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's go do the thing.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnograd Vetcha.
Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Nope. Oh, that's the rooster?
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. we should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
Why are you acting all so chummy?
Don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Moving the goalpost.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
We're gonna go with our boy Child.
The people have spoken. Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue. So, surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning. and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No.
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous.
I see.
Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the fence sitter answer. Hard to say.
Whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet-Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine Crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers. Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vetcha in the company of a most charming young lady. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
Okay.
Now then, If there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out! What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go, Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
I see. Alright, let's go. Talk to Vodianitsa.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chuganov to vote against Project Stuja. Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
I see.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vecha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far. Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped. Yeah, no one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
Sounds good.
All right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vecha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir. Huh? You want to look into Lelik?
Yep.
Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelik, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let her in on what we've learned so far.
My
Yep.
thoughts exactly.
Give her the info.
Sharing is caring, after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelik. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
That doesn't look like a black
Many
tea.
incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet. Careful, don't underestimate me. Although truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. They, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
Okay.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Nouvelette?
Oh, you hit me right where it hurts. I'll admit, he's strong and meticulous. But can we at least limit this to candidates who have something to do with Snezhnaya?
She's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory? Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet. Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project.
Oh,
that was
damn.
back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette. Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance
rip.
again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet.
Oh, so that's why she joined the
Family
the
members of
Fatui.
Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory, a possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out. Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
Who's Tonya?
Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tonya's her little sister. His little sister. I remember now. It's been so long.
The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
All right.
everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bets she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least. Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead. No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon... Oh. Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
Good Paimon.
If Odette is Lelek, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Ooh, Act 1 complete. Alright, I'll stop here for today. I'll probably do Act 2 like next week or something. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. It's about to be 2 a.m. And I'm gonna head to bed, then, you know, go to work, the usual. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll probably stream tomorrow. I think might be streaming NTE. Might be doing the Beyond the Rails, and then volleyball and whatnot. But yeah, good night everyone. Take care and have a nice day.